Hello guys, I'm Muhammad. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this video I will speak about osteokinematics. In biomechanics and kinesiology we have kinetics and kinematics. In kinematics we have orthokinematics and osteokinematics. Today I will speak about osteokinematics. Each joint has a specific osteokinematics. These are joints we will speak in this video regarding these: shoulder joint, knee joint, hip joint, elbow joint, wrist joint, and another joints. Let's start of neck joint. In neck joint, we have C1 and C2, or atlas and axis. These two vertebrae has a different structure and different function with other vertebrae. These two vertebrae allowed to the occipital bone and neck joint to cervical flexion, cervical extension and hyperextension, cervical rotation, and also lateral flexions, means flexion in lateral sides. Now we will speak about shoulder. In shoulder, we have shoulder abduction, shoulder adduction, shoulder flexion, shoulder extension, and shoulder hyperextension. Also in shoulder, we have rotation. You can see the rotation in this joint. But as you know, we have internal rotation and external rotation. Guys, this movement can also be like this: internal rotation and external rotation. It has not any difference, but only position will be changed. Before the explanation about the wrist joint, we must know some anatomy about the hand. Forearm, we have radius and ulna. Radius and ulna. These two bones allow the supination and pronation. We will talk about it. And this is the wrist joint. You can see it in posterior view and anterior view. In this joint, we have flexion, extension, and hyperextension. So as I mentioned, this is radial and this is ulna. So that's why we call this movement as radial division and this movement as ulnar division. Radial division and ulnar division. In elbow, we have elbow flexion and elbow extension. It has limitation, guys, but these are simple and has not any limitations. In forearm, we said we have radius and ulna. These two bones allowed us to pronation and supination. Let's speak about trunk. In trunk, we have flexion. It means like this. And opposite of this, called as extension. And also we have hyperextension. Additionally, trunk, beside the flexion, extension and hyperextension, trunk can also lateral flexion. It means flexion in the lateral sides. The another movement of the trunk is trunk rotation, or we call it lateral rotation. It means rotation of the trunk in lateral sides. Hip joint is so similar to the shoulder joint. In hip joint, we have hip flexion, hip extension, and hip extra extension or hip hyperextension. In hip joint, we have abduction and adduction. Abduction and adduction. Abduction means far away from midline, and adduction means be near to the midline. You're watching knee joint in lateral view. Knee joint has flexion and extension. Flexion of the knee joint, it's like bending knee. Knee joint has not hyperextension because of patella. This joint is limited for hyperextension and cannot hyperextension. So be careful in exam. It has not hyperextension. The last part of the video is ankle joint. Ankle joint has dorsal flexion or dorsiflexion and plantar flexion. Also in ankle, you have inversion and eversion. Inversion and eversion.